Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Beastly Eel and in today's video we're going to be talking about the latest episode of The Acolyte. So in this episode we actually are on Coruscant for a little bit and then we go on to the planet where the Wookiee Jedi is staying. So on Coruscant we find out that the Jedi are not happy with what's going on. They're very confused at how a being such as Mai was able to be trained well enough with the Force to take out two Jedi Masters. So one of the big things here is making sure of what their next plan of action is. So there's been a lot of debate going on of whether it was a fallen Jedi that had done the training to Mai, or was it something far worse that they had not even suspected yet. So there's a lot of debate, unsure of exactly what's going on. We do get to see two Jedi that we've seen from the prequel series. It's the guy with the big head, um, and the guy with the mask, and I forget both of their names. However, one of them was on the Jedi High Council during the prequels. He's obviously not part of the High Council yet. He's part of a group of councils that apparently speak to the higher council when the time is needed. And apparently, um, the head of this particular council does not want the head council to know, due to the fact that they would then have to let the Senate know, and it would become a political matter, where there'd be fear that Jedi are going to be turning on themselves, which is something they do not want, especially during these times of political uneasiness, is kind of how she made it seem. So anyway, they finally decide that they're going to have a group go out and find the Wookiee Jedi. Soul convinces the headmaster, I guess is the best way to put it in this situation, the one with the most seniority, I guess, in this area of the Jedi Temple, being discussed in the sense of that he needs to be a part of the team and that OSHA is going to help snuff out Mai, because Mai is the only one. I mean, OSHA is the only one that has shown any sign of remorse from Mai. Any other time she's met with anybody, there's been no care or fear in her eyes. So because of this, they thought OSHA would be a great asset for this. OSHA tries to leave. Soul stops her, convinces her to join up. She then agrees to go, even though she was hoping that he wanted her back in the Jedi Order. And it sounds like he does not, which is very interesting. We also find out that one of the reasons why um, OSHA left the Jedi Order was because she could not deal with death. She could not just let it go. She kept in, perseverating upon it and really messing with the idea of blaming her sister for the deaths of everyone, which was a big issue. Which was one of the reasons why she was asked not to be a part of the Jedi Order anymore, slash, she left. So they all go to the planet where they bring a little squirrel, beaver, guinea pig looking creature to sniff out Mai. So they then get to the planet. They ask the locals there, saying that the Jedi went into the Wookiee went into the woods and never came out. So that's when the group decides to go into the forest to figure out where the Jedi is. Mai and her accomplice Quinn, I believe is his name, go into the forest. They begin looking for her, for the Jedi. And during all of this, during a long hike and everything else, she was trying to figure out what's Quinn's relationship to the Master and everything else, and what's his plans and all that stuff. She doesn't really get much out of him. However, she does get something out of him, and it's the realization that she does not have to continue her bargain that she has with the Master. Because Osha's alive, her only loyalty is to Osha. So she ties up Quinn, literally upside down, and she runs towards the home of the Jedi Wookiee. During all of this, Osha connects with a creature that pops out and tries to attack her. It's a centipede, roly-poly-oly looking creature that's massive that flies. Soul takes out his lightsaber, slices it down, and Mai trips, falls, and finds the creature that's been sniffing her out, then starts alerting everyone. They all go running towards. She goes inside where the Wookiee has been staying. She goes in, tries to speak with Wookiee Jedi, and it turns out that there's a lightsaber slash right across his chest, and that's when she realizes the Master must be here, and they already know that she's denounced him, and that there's going to be hell to pay. Well, during this, we have the Jedi come, and they come over and they're basically explaining to Mai that if anybody's in there, you must come out with your hands up immediately, and that includes you, Mai. Well, Mai's looking outside, looking like she's about to turn herself in when she sees what was behind them all. So it's Mai inside the fortress, then a line of Jedi, and then behind that, Osha. Well, behind Osha, a creature floats down in a mask and uses the Force. Well, not even using the Force yet, just stands there. Everyone doesn't know what to do. They're kind of frozen. They're ordering them to surrender, whoever they are. Mai's just watching in terror, and they pull out a red lightsaber, walk right up to Osha face to face, and that's when all the Jedi pull out their lightsabers. The Master uses the Force, sends Osha flying in a direction, and that's when the Jedi come running towards this Sith user, I guess the best way to describe them, or the Master. All go running towards them. They use the Force, uses a Force push that is very powerful, knocks all of them back. And that, my friends, is literally the end of the episode. So, we're really unclear of who this Master is. There's been a lot of talks of who it is, although it is still unclear, obviously, because we've never seen a live action version of this character, so we don't fully know what this character would actually look like. Um, so there's many, like I said, many thoughts. It could be the um, Master of Palpatine, all these different things, right? However, we don't actually know for sure. But whoever it is a very powerful Force user who knocked everyone away with ease. So obviously, the next episode is going to be the Jedi dealing with this threat, whether they fight them or get obliterated by them. It'll be very interesting to see. A friend of mine had an idea that might be Mother Coral embracing the Force in a very evil way, or in the dark side. I don't think so, just because it I thought I could kind of see some stuff, and I didn't see anything that resembled her. But I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Overall, thought this episode was great. Very much ended on a cliffhanger, which normally irritates me. It did, but it was still a great episode. So let me know in the comments down below whether you like this episode or not and why. And as always, if you like the content you see, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, this is going to be Beastly Eel signing out. Have a great night.